how's it going? Today's going to be a little bit of a vlog video that I didn't really plan on doing to begin with, but it's going to happen because I have a couple of things that I'm going to get done today, and you know, it might be a little bit interesting. But first of all, I'd like to start off the video with what I was doing yesterday in concerns to my car. So a couple of days ago, I actually decided to go with the JDM Ultra Swag Type R badges for the car, which I actually think really accentuates the black and like I don't know, it just, yeah, pretty much that's the best word to explain it. It's a nice color combo with the black car. I really like that. And yeah, those are like 40-50 bucks on eBay, so I think that was worth it for genuine Honda emblems. Just adds a little bit more flair to my car, which is nice. So yeah, decided to go with that. Also decided to do the front plate delete, and I did actually purchase the bumper plugs for the plate, or for the bumper, just so there's not two big holes there, so that looks a little bit better than this. I did wash the car after actually cleaning my engine bay yesterday, which I'll pop out and show you guys in a second, but yeah, it looks like I missed a couple spots, but that's okay. I can wipe that up later. So yeah, I actually decided to clean my engine bay for the first time yesterday, so I want to go ahead and show that real quick. Go ahead and pop the hood. I did use the Chris Fix method on that, which I think worked really well. So yeah, you get this off of here. Go ahead and pop the hood and show you guys that real quick. So there you go. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I could have done a little bit of a better job, I guess, but you know, I used you know, obviously the Chris Fix method. I used trim restore on everything black and plastic. I went around here and cleaned everything up, and I think it looks pretty damn good. So yeah, I'm about to go do that to my other car, my 1990 Accord. But first, before I actually end up doing that, I'm actually going to go over there, start it up, and drive it around for a little bit, just to kind of get it, well, first of all, because I haven't driven it in 2 weeks, I want to do that, but at the same time, I want to make sure the engine's warm, just so when I drive it back here and start cleaning the engine bay, it's a little bit easier to clean that way. And I also have a couple stickers that I want to put on it, so I went ahead and picked this up on eBay. It's not leaking oil, it's sweating power, which is absolutely true. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the other car, and let's go ahead and slap this on, then I'm gonna drive it. Alright, so I went ahead and uncovered the car. The only reason I actually have this car under a cover is because of the tree sap. It's been ruining the paint. You still may be able to tell, but yeah, so that got really bad, so I'm just covering it with my old car cover, in case anyone might be wondering why I'm covering a 30-year-old beat up Accord with a car cover. That's why. But yeah, here are my stickers. So of course I got the new one, and then I also got the 250,000 plus miles sticker, just kind of, you know, humorous to put on the car. Gives it a little character, I guess. I still want to get one that says 0 to 60 eventually. My friend Michael will know all about it. He has like all these stickers, and that's where I got them from. But yeah, I want another one that says 0 to 60 eventually, but eventually that will happen. Pun. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hop in there and start this thing up. It's only been about a week or so since I've started this, so yeah, still starts a little rough. Not really sure what that's about. Gotta check that out eventually, but it starts first try every time, so it is what it is. As you can see, this engine bay is pretty unloved. You know, it's pretty typical for a car that has been leaking oil for the past 30 years. Well, 25, give or take. But yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of sludge down in there. The distributor does leak some oil, so that's the source of all this grime over here. But hopefully we can clean all that up with my degreaser. Of course, that's an F22, pretty good engine. But yeah, she's dirty. So we're going to be trying to clean this, as much of this up as possible. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to accomplish on this, but let's see what we can do. Now, obviously, we don't want any power going to anything, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the battery carefully, because this terminal is kind of questionable. I need to replace that, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and remove the battery, just completely remove it from the equation, so there's no power going to anything. That way there won't be any, you know, possibility of damaging it much, as long as we're careful.
I actually, when I washed my car this time, I actually cleaned the inside of the wheels too, in addition to the rest. Like I usually just only clean the face, but I clean the inside of the wheels, like the inner rims, and it just really makes a difference in like how the car looks when you stand back from it. So I think I'm gonna keep doing that when I wash the car this time. Oh, and something I forgot to mention earlier. A couple weeks ago, I actually bought a new motorcycle, so that's pretty cool. I've been riding a 2001 Honda XR100 for about 6 or 7 years now, and I really needed something bigger because it was starting to have an, the things were starting to need to be replaced on the old bike, and I was just like, instead of putting the money into that, may as well just get a new bike. So I went ahead and picked up this 2017 CRF 250L. This is actually a dual sport bike, as you may be able to tell. I haven't ridden it on the road yet, and I don't know if I'm actually going to do that, but yeah, there's my new bike. It's pretty cool. It's pretty quick, and I like the fact that I got a dual sport because it has, the speedometer, tachometer, all that good stuff. I'll go ahead and power the ignition on real quick. You can see that it only has 30 miles on it. So yeah, it was brand new. I got it with 0 miles on it, so that was pretty cool to have, a brand new vehicle, from start. I do apologize for the background noise in advance, but the battery's been removed just to be safe, and plus I can clean under here too. So pretty much we're going to be taking the Crisfix approach at this. So I have a bottle of soapy water. This isn't wheel cleaner, this is actually soapy water. I have some brake cleaner. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually use that. I just brought it out here just in case. And this, I'm gonna be using this Gunk engine degreaser for a lot of this. And then to finish up, there isn't a whole lot of plastic under here. I mean, just a couple of things, but I'm gonna be using this Ultimate Black Plastic Restore. It also works on rubber trim, so I'm gonna be using it on like the radiator hoses and all that stuff. But yeah, first what we're gonna do is we're going to be covering the engine with a trash bag here, just to minimize the amount of water that gets into stuff. And pretty much we're just going to be cleaning the exterior or around the engine first with hose and water, and then when we uncover the engine, I'm just going to be using a spray bottle of soapy water and just scrubbing the crap out of things, because you don't want to hose off an engine and force water into places it's not supposed to be. But yeah, pretty much that's how this is going to work. I'm going to go ahead and just cover the engine for now. It is warm, so I have been driving it obviously, so I think that'll help the grease and stuff to loosen up. I think what I might do is I actually might spray the degreaser on all this stuff, like the engine block and stuff, especially down there. I mean, holy crap, look at that. So yeah, I'm gonna be spraying the degreaser probably on all this stuff, let it soak, cover it up, and then work on the outside stuff, and then come back to it and scrub the crap out of all this. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm pretty much done. It didn't come out like super amazing, but it's better than it was, so that's all that really matters, I guess. So I did try to clean up all in here as much as I could. I mean, there were some spots that I really could not get to, and I didn't have like a bunch of tools to use, but it does look better. I mean, especially around here, I cleaned all this up, cleaned the firewall, as you might be able to tell. Got to these things, they're a little bit cleaner. Everything's just a little bit cleaner, which is pretty much the best way to describe this. But yeah, it's not the greatest job in the world. It didn't come out as good as my other car because it was a lot dirtier, but it looks a little bit better than it did before. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So this is my dad's ATV. I've had this for a couple years, and we're about to do the first oil change on it. It's probably time. So yeah.
now we're messing with my dad's truck that's been sitting for 6 months. We're just trying to see if it'll, you know, we're trying to clean it out and stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video here because, you know, I've kind of done enough today. This is probably gonna be the last thing I'm gonna do today. That's interesting anyway. But, you know, I'm just gonna cut the video here. Thanks for watching this sort of vlog type thing. I don't do these things very often, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.